It's 0 here, and I'm stepping well. Wow! 50s, 56, 74, 91, 105, 120, 142. Wow, 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 wow. That's good enough. You know, it just shows that as a sprinter, it's like an Usain Bolt in his heydays. It just goes like a rocket. A couple of days back, you would have seen a video on the Skoda Slavia 1.5 Tsi petrol engine. We explained to you the features. We also explained to you all about its performance. And we also pointed out how do you make out a difference between a 1 litre and a 1.5 litre. It's obviously the tip of the exhaust. The 1 litre has a single tip and the 1.5 litre has a 2-tip exhaust. Since the features of the 1 litre and the 1.5 litres are kind of similar, I'm going to get straight to the performance. But before I do so, let me tell you, you're watching the Motor India show. My name is Roy and if you really like this video, do not forget to give us the thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to the Motor India channel, please do so. And equally important, when you're driving on the roads, make sure you wear the seat belt. And even if you're seated inside, make sure you're wearing a seat belt. Adhere to the traffic rules and stick to the speed limits. It's for your own safety and the safety of all others around you. Let's step inside. What are we waiting for? Hello everybody, now I am sitting inside the 1.5 litre turbocharged stratified ignition or Tsi petrol engine vehicle, the Skoda Slavia from Skoda Auto India. And the best part about this vehicle is it's not only a sprinter, it's also a long distance runner. You know the difference? If you don't know the difference, let me just tell you that. A sprinter is a guy who goes from point A to the final like that. The moment the shot is fired, he's off like a rocket. Now this guy can do this. And when it comes to the long distance runner, he keeps up a certain pace as he does his laps, but the moment he's about to hit the final round, he takes off. The beauty about this engine is that it's got a 2-cylinder mode. To tell you more about this engine is that, so of the 4 cylinders, 2 get deactivated. That means when you're cruising, when there's not too much pressure on the engine, the 2 cylinders close up or shut off, and just the 2 work, and it cruises along beautifully, gives you a better fuel rate, conserves fuel. So what I say is it's a smart technology on the part of Skoda Auto India and of course the overall Volkswagen group. So let me show you what kind of a sprinter this is. I'm going to slot it and I'm going to just take off. It's 0 here, and I'm stepping well. Wow! 50s, 56, 74, 91, 105, 120, 142. Wow, 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 wow. That's good enough. You know, it just shows that as a sprinter, it's like an Usain Bolt in his heydays. It just goes like a rocket. Of course, while we do this, we should also remember and keep in mind that we need to follow the rules of the land, and when it comes to normal roads, you have to adhere to speed limits. This sprinter I did just to showcase the awesome capability of this machine. Now I'm going to take a U-turn back on this lonely road, and I am going to cruise along. So when I'm cruising effortlessly at, let's see, maybe around 45, 50, what happens is it deactivates or shuts down 2 cylinders, and this is where it scores over other ordinary engines. If you notice on that instrument cluster, the fuel average really goes up, you know, to amazing levels. So it just shows if you drive sensibly and if you have an equally sensible engine, this is amazing. Now driving this automatic, you can do so 4 ways. Yes, once you bring down the gear lever right to the bottom, you have an option of a D and S. You can see it here. The D is the normal D mode. You tug it a bit, you can get into the S mode, that is a sport mode. Tug it again, you go back to the D mode. So D and S are 2 options. S obviously means it's a sport, so it'll be a lot more aggressive. Acceleration is very fast. Now when you shift this gear lever towards your right, you have an option of getting into the manual mode, which again has signs of plus and minus. So if you understand how manual gear shift, you can either go plus or minus. But if you were to be silly in your gear changes there, the whole system takes over and slots it in the right gear. So this is the 3rd way of doing it. Get into the manual mode through this gear lever. Once you're in the automatic mode, you also have an option of opting for paddle shifts. Now paddle shifts is another quirky way of doing things, because a lot of boys and girls love to be aggressive. They want to feel the Lewis Hamilton in them, so they want to feel a little racy, so they can opt again manually through these paddle shifts, either minus or plus. So while driving, I feel that this car is quite planted to the road, and I'm sure braking too will be equally confident. I've already driven quite a lot, and the brakes are very effective, and it's got decent NVH levels. Of course, this is an extremely rough road, but to a great extent the sound has been insulated. The cabin is relatively quiet. It's not pin drop silent, but yes, because the road is very scratchy on its surface, and the way the car handles, especially at bends and corners, it's amazing. So if you were to maneuver it a bit also, there I go. So it's very much planted to the road. So I feel Skoda has done a very smart thing in bringing out this perfect vehicle.
I don't wanna let myself down, myself down. I don't wanna let myself down, myself down. I don't have to plan it, I can go change my fate. You won't understand it, all alone, that's okay. People, I can't stand them, they don't want me to change. Keep me where I'm standing, and I don't wanna be where I am. And I want something more, take a chance. It could be possibly my last dance, my last dance. I don't wanna let myself down, myself down. fate, you won't understand it. All alone, that's okay. People, I can't stand them. They don't want me to change, keep me where I'm standing. And I don't wanna be where I am. And I want something